Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Why Not Media Group. Thanks for joining me again today. I want to talk about your definition of failure. All right. So I was speaking to a coworker, and they were talking about how one of their greatest fears or regrets or motivating factors in their professional life was, or just in life in general, was just the fear of failing. And I thought about that, as we were talking, and I basically responded with, well, who by whose definition of failure are you going by? Are you going by what society tells you is success or failure? Are you going by, your family's definition of what success or failure is? Are you going by, your friends or your employer's definition of success or failure? Are you thinking about what you want and what you consider as success or failure? And so, I think we had a pretty good dialogue, and I hope I helped that person a little bit, just see it a little bit differently. And I was able to speak that way because, I've had my own conversations with my own professional career about the new position I have chosen, which is a step away from what I thought was my ultimate goal. And so, in my head, I'm telling myself, I need to be a store manager. I want to be a store manager. Being a store manager helps me do this and that and a third for my family and all these things. And never once did I ask my family if that's what they wanted me to do. And so that's the crazy part, because if you talk to people that are in your life that, a lot of times they don't you justify your means to an end, by saying it's for certain people. And then if you ask them, like, 9 times out of 10, they don't even care. And so my message today is, take the time to find out who you're doing something for and why you're truly doing it. If you're doing it for yourself, to make yourself happy, and then in turn you can radiate that happiness out, to your friends, family, and the world, then that's fantastic. The only failure you can have is if you fail to do what you believe is right. So by me not becoming a store manager, I thought in my head at one point, which is why I struggled with the decision for so long, that I was giving up on my dream, or I was failing to reach my goal, and things like that. Whereas when all my family really wanted was for me to be around, and now that I'm around, that goal of store manager, it just becomes that much more clear. And here's why: because the position I currently have, I don't work past 6 o'clock, and I'm off every other weekend and off every Sunday. The store manager role at the company I work for, you're off every other weekend, don't typically work Sundays unless it's a holiday, and you work, one late shift, usually before your day off. So it's similar. So it's the reason for me taking that step back in position at work was to be around my family more. So the other role I was in, it didn't feel like it was allowing me to do that. And so If I can't get to the store manager level from the level I'm at, then it's just not meant to be. And I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't describe it as a failure. I would describe it as an alternate means to being happy in my life and being happy with my family. Like I said before, if would I enjoy the money that came along with that position? Of course. Would I use it to, do things with my family that, I couldn't necessarily do before? Of course. But I'm good enough with money where there's nothing that I can't do with my family that I would like to do without time planning and budgeting. You know, I just can't do it, spur of the moment or whatever, like you would necessarily be able to do, making more money. So, anything you want to do, you can do. You just have to put your heart and mind to it and decide that's what you want to do. And don't let someone else dictate what failure is to you. If you treat, stumbling stones or stumbling blocks or hurdles or whatever as learning experiences and obstacles to overcome and lessons to make you stronger as a person or in your profession or in your relationship or whatever, then how do you call it a failure if you've learned something from it and have grown from it or have been better from it? You know what I mean? So don't let anybody dictate or tell you what a failure is. It's the same old thing we talk about, how society wants to dictate what beautiful is, or who's important and what's relevant. Don't let them do that. You control that. We all control that. We control what's important. We control who's important. We control how we spend our time, how we spend our money, how we spend how we interact and how we live this life. You control that. So like I said, don't let anybody tell you your life is a failure or because you're not where they thought you should be or things like that. If you're where you want to be and where you think you should be, then your life is successful as you want it to be. All right. So that's really all I got for you guys today. It's a lazy Sunday for me today. Had a nice 10th anniversary Thursday, Friday, Saturday with my wife. And today was just a relaxed day. I was supposed to do some yard work and I didn't. But yeah, I'm going to have to end up doing that this coming up weekend. So that's it. That's all I got. I feel like I share a little something else with you. But once again, and as always, love yourself each and every day. Please go out and try and love someone else in the world, though. Please. It's very important. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.